jobs but was still barely getting by. He thanked us and we became their family mechanics, and he referred all of his friends to our shop. We all felt so good about helping her that we decided to do more. We went to the owner of the shop and told him that we wanted to do something and we needed his help. We wanted him to put up some money, and we would put up some money in our time and labor to help people who couldn't afford to repair their cars. He didn't agree right away, but we finally convinced him. We told him that it would be great for business, good word-of-mouth advertising as a shop that helped people while other shops didn't care. He liked that idea and gave us the go-ahead as long as it didn't interfere with our regular work and didn't cost him a lot of money. We all worked on commission, so our time and labor didn't cost him anything when we didn't have cars to work on. We decided to go to a few churches and talk to the preachers. We told them our idea was to offer help to people who had car problems that they couldn't afford to fix. We told them that we would help anyone as long as we had the money to do it. They all thought it was a great idea, and a couple of them already had people in mind. We told them that if people could afford to pay a little that we would accept it so we could use the money to keep going, but if they couldn't pay anything that was fine. So we started. Sometimes we worked on their cars when business was slow, and sometimes we worked a couple of hours after the shop closed. I remember a couple of us working all night on one car that a man needed to get to his job. And the word-of-mouth advertising worked. We started getting church members who heard about what we were doing and brought their cars in. They paid for the work and some donated to help us pay for parts. One church member donated an old car to us with a bad transmission. We went to a salvage yard in town and told the owner what we were doing, and he sold us a transmission at a big discount. We started getting all of our parts at a discount. We fixed everything on the car: new brakes, tires, oil change, tune-up, and made sure it was a good solid car. Then we went back to the churches to find someone who really needed a car. We found a family whose car had blown an engine and traded it for our car. Then we rebuilt the engine and did the same thing with it. We probably fixed or donated 8 to 10 cars the first year. The work we were doing made us all feel good, even the owner, who started putting up more money for the major repairs. Eventually, word reached our local newspaper about the charity work we were doing. They contacted the owner about doing a story. There was a big story in the Sunday paper about it. Of course, when they interviewed the owner, the story changed some. It miraculously became his idea to do it, and it was his plan to give something back to the community. We laughed about it and didn't care if he took all the credit. We did the work because it made us feel good. After a couple of years, I moved on to a different job, but they continued to do the work until the owner passed away from a heart attack and the shop closed. I was sad to hear about it. He really was a good guy.